Hi everyone, welcome to our first session on the law of tort. If you are someone who wants to understand how civil wrongs work, you are in the right place. In today's video, we will explore the basics of tort law, what it is, why it exists, and how it affects our daily lives. Stay with me as we break this down step by step. We will cover what tort law is, its purpose, the types of tort, and how it differs from criminal law. What is tort law? Let's start with the basics. What is tort law? In simple terms, tort law deals with the civil wrongs. It provides a legal remedy when someone's action causes harm or injury to another person. The word tort comes from the Latin word tortum, meaning twisted or wrong. In the legal world, it refers to the acts that cause harm to others, whether intentional or accidental. For example, if a person hits someone with their car due to reckless driving, that's a tort. The injured person can file a lawsuit under tort law to recover compensation for medical bills, lost wages, and even emotional distress. Tort law isn't about punishing the wrongdoers as criminal law does, it's about making the injured party whole by compensating them for the harm. Why do we need tort law? One of its main purposes is to hold individuals or organizations accountable when their actions harm others. Goals of tort law. Number 1. Compensation. The first goal is to compensate the injured party. Through compensation, the victim can recover costs related to medical care, lost earnings, and more. Number 2. Deterrence. The tort law also serves as deterrent. When people or companies know they could be held liable, they are more likely to take care to avoid causing harm. Number 3. Justice. It provides a sense of justice by ensuring that wrongdoers are held responsible even if they didn't commit a crime. Now, let's get into essential components of a tort claim. For a tort to be valid, there are usually three elements: a duty of care, a breach of that duty, and harm or injury. Duty of care. Duty of care refers to the legal obligation we all have to avoid causing harm to others. For example, drivers have a duty to follow traffic laws to avoid accidents. Breach of that duty. Breach occurs when someone fails to fulfill their duty. Let's say someone runs a red light. That's a breach of their duty to follow traffic rules. Causation and damage. For a tort to be actionable, the breach must be directly cause harm or damage. It's not about that the breach occurred. It must result in injury, like car accident, leading to physical harm. Imagine you slip and fall in a store because the floor was wet and there was no warning sign. The store may have breached their duty of care by not maintaining a safe environment. If you get injured, that's the damage, and you may be able to claim compensation under the tort law. Differences between tort law and criminal law. One of the most common points of confusion is the difference between tort law and criminal law, civil versus criminal. In criminal law, the goal is to punish the wrongdoers for violating society's rule. In tort law, however, the focus is on compensating the victim. Example, let's take case of assault. If someone hits you, the state may prosecute the offender under criminal law, but you can also sue them for damages under the tort law. In criminal law, the burden of proof is beyond a reasonable doubt, but in tort cases, it's on the balance of probabilities, which is of lower standard. Types of tort. Tort law covers a wide range of civil wrongs, but they generally fall into three categories: intentional tort, negligence, and strict liability. Intentional tort. These are the wrongful acts done on purpose. Example includes assault, battery, and false imprisonment. Negligence. Negligence is the most common type of tort. It occurs when someone fails to act with reasonable care, causing injury to another person. Strict liability. Under strict liability, a person or business can be held liable for damages even if they weren't negligent or intentional. This is common in cases involving dangerous activities or defective products. So, in a nutshell, tort law is all about holding people accountable for harm they cause and making sure victims get compensated. Whether it's an intentional act or negligence, the injured party has legal remedies available. In the next video, we will dive deeper into one of the most important parts of tort law, negligence. We will break down the concept of duty of care and how courts determine whether someone has breached that duty. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and stay tuned for our next lesson on negligence. Toodles!